Hi, friends. Welcome back. This is Yoga in Our City's virtual studio. I am Sondra, and you are here for Yoga in the Seasons with Sondra. We got Foxy back with us today. So let's settle in, have a nice, comfortable seat to sit in, wherever that might look like. Maybe it's on a block like myself, a stool, a chair, or maybe you're just sitting comfortably directly onto the earth below you. Grab yourself a handkerchief or some tissues. We will go through our skull shining breath, our Kalabati pranayam today. So you might be getting rid of some excess moisture today. We have a lot of that water element associated with this beautiful spring season that we're going to clear out and get rid of within these next 30 minutes. So settle in, grab what you need, and take a moment to come inward. As you settle into your seat, if it's comfortable, go ahead and close the eyes. As you draw the shoulders back and down to the earth, the belly draws in towards the spine as the entire spinal column grows tall up towards the sun and the skies above. Let those palms face up towards the sun to bring in that energy, that vitality of the warmth. And gently tuck the chin to open up the back of your neck, giving yourself a few moments to connect with where you are, rooting to the earth below you, seat below you. And with each inhale, begin to inhale that fresh energy of the spring. And as you exhale, begin to release any of the remaining stagnation from the winter season. Inhaling the energy from the spring and exhaling the stagnation from winter. And on your next few breaths, begin to set an intention for the remainder of your practice to awaken your body, your mind, and your being, and connect with that vitality of the spring season. Very good. Gently opening the eyes, bringing some of that light back into your being. We're going to come into our hand gesture, our mudra for today, our apana mudra. So we've done this one before if you've joined me in the past. If not, we're simply going to be taking the middle finger and the ring finger and connecting it with the thumb. So gently touching the tips of the fingers to one another, thumb, middle finger, and ring finger. The pinky and the pointer finger are going to stick straight out. A little bit of a rock and roll type hand gesture here, but this one is called apana, or downward flowing energy. You're going to gently place those palms onto the thighs where the palms are facing up towards the sky. Again, we want to bring that energy of the sun, the energy of the day into the body to release any heaviness, release any stagnation. So again, connecting with this Apana Mudra, this hand gesture to help release and eliminate anything that is being built up in the body, toxicity, stagnation, heaviness, anything that we do not want, we release with this hand gesture. Oftentimes with the spring season can come about some digestive discomfort, some heaviness, and inability to flow smoothly. So this hand gesture is one that can get everything moving with ease. Just take a few moments to come back inward, closing the eyes, reconnecting with the spine, drawing the shoulders down and back, leading that heart forward, tucking the belly in as the crown of the head rises to the sky. And just coming back inward as you inhale the vitality and the energy of the spring season, exhaling the heaviness, the stagnation from winter. And on your next few breaths, coming back to that intention, the intention to awaken your body and mind and being into that vitality of the season that is here, that is present. Good. Drawing the attention back to the space of the room. If it's comfortable to gently open the eyes, otherwise listening to the sound of my voice as we enter into our Kalabati, our skull shining breath. This one, we're going to be bringing in some rapid breath here, rapid inhalation and exhalation. So, this is where you might need your handkerchief, you might need a tissue here. We're going to hang on to our mudra, our apana mudra, throughout the remainder of our practice or wherever it is comfortable and allowable. So for this breath, though, Kalabati skull shining breath, we're going to be drawing our breath down into lower lobes of our lungs. So this sits down into the belly region. Right underneath our rib cage, we have our diaphragm. And this area is an area that we often forget to bring our breath all the way down to. So Kalabati helps us to force the breath down there and enter into lobes that are often forgotten. Really helps to strengthen those lower lobes of the lungs as well as the abdominal muscles. So if you're looking to strengthen your belly, get rid of any visceral abdominal fat, this is going to be the breath for you. Kalabati skull shining breath. So for this, if you have trouble bringing that breath into the belly or into the lower lobes of the lung, I want you to cough. And when you cough, you'll notice that your belly draws in towards the spine. There's a contraction of the abdominal muscles when you cough. Now, do the same thing, but close your mouth. And you'll notice that breath is forcing out of the nose as you cough, and the belly draws in. Again, that contraction of the abdominal muscles occur. So we're going to focus on this contraction as we force the breath out of our nose. You'll notice the inhalation just comes easily. You don't even have to think twice about it. So when you're ready, I want you to begin to try this breath. If you're already comfortable with it, engage those abdominal muscles, forcing the exhale out of the nose, letting that inhalation come passively without effort and just with ease. We're going to start with 30 rounds and then we'll go into a second one at 50. But to begin, reconnect with that spine, draw those shoulder blades down and back, that heart leads forward, a gentle tuck of the chin to open up the back of the neck, drawing the belly in to reconnect with that nice tall spine, crown of the head rises to the skies above. And when you're ready, beginning to engage that forceful contraction as you exhale out the nose for 30 rounds, joining in when you're ready, when you're releasing that final breath whenever it comes, clearing any excess moisture that may have come out. And then keeping the eyes closed, drawing the energy back inward, and just noticing any qualities, any sensations that might be coming over the mind, body, and being presently. Connecting with that vitality, clarity. Very good. We're going to come into one final round of this, increasing the number of repetitions to 50. You may have noticed that your abdominal muscles started to feel some sensations. Hopefully, as if they did not, you start to feel it as we go to 50. And if not, if you can work your way up to more and more, it'll really help to strengthen those abdominal muscles. Get rid of the heaviness within the digestive system, the mind, the physical being. So drawing the energy back inward, the eyes closed, reconnect with that erect spine, shoulders down and back, gentle tuck of the chin. When you're ready, forcing the exhale out of the nose for 50 rounds, contracting the abdomen, letting the inhalation come naturally and with ease. Join in when you're ready. Letting that final exhalation go whenever it comes. Clearing any excess moisture or heaviness that may have been blown out. Keeping the eyes closed and the attention inward, noting any qualities, any sensations, maybe coming over the mind, the body, or the being. With the light, vibrant energy that has been stimulated through this Kalabati, this gold shining breath. Very good. Extending the arms out to the side, holding on to your Apana Mudra. Reach up to the sky, looking up. The sky is above. Exhale, the arms come down to the side. Chin comes to the chest, connecting with our sun breaths. Inhaling to open back up. You bring in a nice smile as you open up to the day, bringing in that light, bringing in that energy. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. A few more rounds, flowing with your breath. Going at your own pace, your own rhythm, opening up on each inhalation, bringing in the light, the energy of the day. Exhale, releasing that heaviness, stagnation back to the earth. One more round. Very good. Bringing the chin back to center, gaze back up. Extending those legs out in front of you and bringing a nice gentle tapping sensation. You can hang on to your Apana Mudra if you'd like to continue with that stimulation, or just release it and begin to bring that tapping into the body, that stimulation, that energy, getting that blood flowing, releasing the stagnation of the lymph. We were hanging out there for about 10 to 15 minutes, so you might feel some tightness in the legs and the hips. When you're ready, coming up onto the feet and continuing the tapping into the buttocks, the low spine, the hips, the psoas right in front of the hips, where the legs and the upper body can join, the mid body, the arms, the chest, armpits, the shoulders. Again, just bringing some life, some energy, some love to the entire body. Don't forget the neck, upper back, the chest, the collarbone, and even the head, the face, the ears, each and every inch. And you can keep doing the tapping if you like. Otherwise, bringing yourself to a standing position and just shaking everything out. You might hear this tapping from the mic, so let me release that. Shake it out, tap the heels on the earth. Let all of the excess heaviness go that you might be hanging on to. Hands up in the air, shake like you just don't care. Let it go. Very good. And release. Bringing yourself to your mat. And then closing the eyes and coming into a state of stillness here in your Tadasana. Bringing the palms forward. Drawing that belly in. The shoulders come back and they fall into their sockets. Releasing to the earth. Rooting all four corners of your feet onto the earth, picking the toes up and then placing them down, rooting those heels in. A gentle bend of the knees as you sit back into your chair. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Hanging out here, breathing. Releasing here as you sink into your chair. Begin to feel that strength building, that heat building. On the inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, the arms come down to the side, coming into a balancing posture. Taking that right foot and coming up onto the tips of your toes. This may be the extent of your balancing posture today. We're coming into our tree pose. Or you may begin to find that you'd like to challenge and bring that sole of the foot up to the calf. Or the sole of the foot comes all the way up to the inner thigh. Or even the sole of the foot faces to the front of the room and the top of the foot comes onto the left thigh. Again, finding your posture with the right foot, either toes on the ground, sole of the foot onto the calf, onto the inner thigh, or the top of the foot onto the top of the thigh. Finding your tree pose here. Once you find the stability and the strength in that standing leg, begin to find the limbs of your tree and the expression that you would like to put forth today as you grow into the spring season. Good. Slowly bringing your hands back to center, releasing the right leg, back into the earth, rooting down with that right foot, all four corners of the feet grounded and rooted into the earth below, coming up onto the left toes. Again, this may be the extent to your balancing posture today, or the sole of the left foot comes onto the calf, or the sole of the left foot comes onto the inner thigh, or the top of the left foot onto the right thigh, with the sole of the foot facing to the front of the room or the sky. Again, finding your tree, rooting down into your right root, into that trunk. Again, either toes on the earth, pull the foot onto the calf, the inner thigh, or the top of the thigh. And again, finding your limbs of expression here as you blossom into the spring season, rooting that left foot down, feeling this beautiful symbiotic relationship between the weight and the support of the earth and the lightness of the air, where your tree limbs can flow in the breeze. Bringing the limbs back to the center of the body, and then releasing the left foot into the earth. Very good. Bringing your weight back into that left foot. We're going to come back into our tree expression. Again, if your toes are only onto the mat, that's okay. If they're onto the calf, that's fine. Or onto the thigh, that's beautiful too. We're going to bring a little bit of a challenge here though, so you may end up finding you're going to keep your toes on the ground, or you come back to a lower level, or you may even notice that you find more balance by bringing the leg up. So to begin, find your posture, find your stability, strengthen and root that right leg into the earth. And then gently begin to bend the right knee. Again, this may be it for you. Onto the mat, onto the thigh or the calf, or you're all the way up. And maybe you want to challenge yourself by bringing that right ankle onto the left calf. You can go a little bit deeper if you feel supported here. Begin to feel a nice stretch into the right hip. And once you find that stability and that balance in that right leg, begin to find your expression here with your limbs once again. And maybe you find that wind, that sway with the arms to find a little bit more of a challenge. On your next inhale, straighten that right leg out and release the left foot into the earth. Rooting and planting that left foot now back into the earth. Strong left leg. Extending the right toes or the left toes onto the earth. Onto the calf, the inner thigh, or onto top of thigh. Once you find your place and your stability, begin to bend the right knee. Again, maybe the challenge comes where you're like, oh, I like this. I like my ankle, my left ankle on top of my right thigh. Once you feel nice and stable and strong here, extend the arms out, growing into the day, growing into the spring season, and then letting the wind take your limbs for a little ride, a little challenge. On your next inhale, extend the right leg, straightening, releasing the left foot and the arms, coming back into Dasana, palms face forward. Draw the shoulders back, that heart leads forward. Close the eyes, come inward and take a few breaths. Maybe reconnect with your Apana mudra if you've forgotten it, just like me. Thumb to the middle finger and the ring finger, the pointer finger and the pinky release to the earth. Stepping to the top of your mat, we're going to inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, step that right foot back, coming into a nice high lunge. Flipping that sole of the right foot onto the mat. The right toes come out to a nice 45-degree angle. Exhale, draw the arms to a T, looking out at the left hand in front. Flip the left palm towards the sky. Inhale, come into a nice reverse warrior, reaching the left arm behind the body towards that back right foot. On your next exhale, bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Inhale the right arm up overhead, extending, reaching in the opposite direction as the right foot. Feel a nice strengthening, lengthening on the right side of the body from the sole of your right foot all the way to the fingertips of the right hand. On your next inhale, rise back up. Warrior one, come pivot back onto the tips of your right toes. Exhale, the hands come to frame. The left foot, opening up the palms, step the left foot back into a nice downward dog. Release the heart. Open the armpits. Maybe you want to shake here. Maybe you want to bounce. Maybe you want to walk. Do what feels good. When you're ready, step the right foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Grab that Apana mudra once again. Pivot onto the left heel. Extend the arms out, T position. The right hand comes forward this time. Flip the right palm to the sky. Inhale, rise, reverse warrior. Right hand to the back of the body. Exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale the left arm up, overhead, extending the opposite direction as the left foot. On your next inhale, reach back up, warrior one, pivoting back onto the left toes. Exhale, hands frame the right foot, step back, downward dog. Exhale to release. Shake it out if you need to, walk it out if you need to. And when you're ready, bring in a nice spring into the body, bend those knees and spring forward into a nice forward fold. Inhale, rise up into your chair, arms up overhead. Exhale, sit back. Pause and breathe. Inhale, rise, straightening the legs. Exhale, hands down to the sides, Tadasana. Pause, be still. Grab your Apana mudra, the thumb to the middle finger and the ring finger. The pointer and the pinky extend down to the earth. Close the eyes, come inward. Very good. Coming into our marma for the day. You can hang on to your Apana mudra still, or you can release it. It's up to you. Either way, we're going to come into our stampani, or the marma point, the pressure point, right directly in between the eyebrows. This is a marma point that helps to bring mental clarity, and it also helps to bring focus. So just gently rubbing that area in between the eyebrows. You can close your eyes and come back inward. On each inhale, taking in the fresh energy of the spring. And on each exhalation, releasing the remaining heaviness from the winter, the stagnation. Inhale vitality and energy. Exhale heaviness, stagnation, negativity. Inhale positivity, light, beauty, warmth, energy. Exhale negativity, heaviness, stagnation. It's a beautiful marma point to come back to. You're feeling dullness in the mind, if you're even having a headache, any emotional imbalances or hormonal imbalances, this is the point for you. And releasing point, coming back to Tadasana, drawing those shoulders back and down as they fall into their sockets. Lead and shine that heart forward. Bring a nice smile to your face and close the eyes if they are open. Coming back inward and giving yourself a moment to reconnect with that intuition or intention for the day, to awaken the body, the mind, and the being into the vitality of this spring season. Begin to reflect on the awakening energy of the spring season and the potential for the growth and transformation that comes. Visualize yourself stepping into this spring season with vitality, with balance, and with this renewed purpose and renewed energy. And as you transition to the rest of your day, invite in that vibrant energy of the spring. Find that vitality that makes you you, and bring that beauty to the rest of the world to share and to embrace all that you are. I thank you for joining me. This is Yoga in Our City's virtual studio, Yoga for the Seasons with Sondra. I will see you again. Have a beautiful and happy spring week. Enjoy all of the lovely flowers and sounds of the birds chirping, the animals, and life awakening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.